Sometimes you just feel tired, you feel weak. And when you feel weak, you feel like you want to just give up. But you gotta search within you. Try to find that inner strength and just pull that shit out of you. And get that motivation to not give up and not be a quitter. I'll let you want to just fall flat on your face. Listen, just not give up. Comes on till the lights go out, till my legs give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. And my eye, her eye, I'ma rip this shit till my bone collapse. Till the roof comes on, till the lights go out, till my legs give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. And my eye, her eye, I'ma rip this shit till my bone collapse.
Start things off with Patagotitan, sometimes considered to be the largest land animal ever to exist, ignoring Argentinosaurus. This giant dinosaur can get to 120 feet long, Spinosaurus is 30 feet tall with its neck raised up high, and weigh up to 77 metric tons, making it a very huge animal. It's powerful enough to take down large predators like Gigantosaurus. It'll use its huge feet to smash the predator into pieces, and will use its long neck and tail to swing away the predator away from it, and will also kick at the predator with its powerful legs, making it something that you don't want to mess with.
Comes on till the lights go out, till my legs give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. And my eye, her eye, I'ma rip this shit till my bone collapse. Till the roof comes on, till the lights go out, till my legs give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. And my eye, her eye, I'ma rip this shit till my bone collapse.
Next up, we're looking at the tallest herbivorous theropod, the Spinosaurus. This titan can stand up to 20 feet tall off the ground, reach as long as 36 feet, and weigh more than 5 metric tons. It's a very huge animal and can use its long claws to slice off branches off of trees. However, just like Wolverine or a ninja, it would have to use its long claws to slice at a predator, like Tarbosaurus. The claws can reach 1 meter long, making them the longest claws out of any animal. Even though most likely a herbivore, it would probably eat some bits of meat to consume a bit of nutrients.
Comes on till the lights go out, till my legs give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. And my eye, her eye, I'ma rip this shit till my bone collapse. Till the roof comes on, till the lights go out, till my legs give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. And my eye, her eye, I'ma rip this shit till my bone collapse.
If you guys want to see a real-life Jurassic Park Velociraptor, well guys, I got you covered. Because here's one real-life raptor that looks exactly like it, but probably more feathered. I introduce you to Utahraptor, the biggest raptor ever to exist. They can reach up to 23 feet long, stand as tall as 6.5 feet tall, and weigh 1 ton. 2,000 pounds, sometimes even up to a metric ton. 1.1 tons are 2,200 pounds. How do these predators hunt, you ask? Well, they probably hunted in packs, just like today's wolves and hyenas, pouncing on a prey and then weakening it with its sickle claws that can reach up to 10 inches long. They would then use their 5-inch long serrated teeth to slice up the meat, just like a hot knife through butter. They would have been a territorial animal. That means if you enter their territory, they will then warn you with their hissing calls. If their hisses are ignored, it'll then pounce on you and then attack you, which will lead to your death.
Comes on till the lights go out, till my legs give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. And my eye, her eye, I'ma rip this shit till my bone collapse. Till the roof comes on, till the lights go out, till my legs give out. Can't shut my mouth till the smoke clears out. And my eye, her eye, I'ma rip this shit till my bone collapse.
Okay, honestly, I understand that pterosaurs are not dinosaurs, but because of tradition, I'm just gonna include them on the number 7 spot. Anyways, the giant pterosaurs are the biggest flying animals ever to exist, with wingspans reaching up to 50 feet long for the biggest species, and they can weigh 1 ton, 2,000 pounds. Along with a towering height of 20 feet, there's no way you can escape these giant flying giraffes. They have 6-foot long beaks that they can use for pecking at anything and also to pick up stuff in a very fast speed. They would act just like a pelican, catching anything in their beak, and the beak can speed at that creature with a speed of up to 12 miles per hour or 31 kilometers per hour. Even though their weight can surpass 1 ton or 2,000 pounds, they actually fly very fast with a speed of 67 miles per hour. So essentially, they're as big as and quick as a Boeing 747. Many of these giant flybirds include the Quetzalcoatlus, Hatzegopteryx, and even Orambourginia. And there's even a new giant pterosaur called Cryodraken that was found and described in 2019. So if you ever see one of these flying giraffes in your path, then you please better run away from these titans.
Comes on till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, am I high or high, I'ma rip this shit, till my bone collapse, till the roof comes on, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, am I high or high, I'ma rip this shit, till my bone collapse.
Next up on the list is even more terrifying than Allosaurus actually. This is Epentarius, the biggest carnivorous dinosaur during the Jurassic period. They can reach up to 50 feet long, stand as tall as 16 feet, and weigh 10 metric tons. The way Epentarius would have hunted would have been very terrifying. It would use its powerful jaws and serrated teeth as a hatchet, hammering onto its prey like an axe. However, new research show that an Allosaurus or an Epentarius would have hunted just like an eagle, pouncing onto its prey and using its long talons to weaken its prey. They would have been powerful enough to take down one of the biggest land animals during their time, Brachiosaurus and Camarasaurus. There's a huge possibility that these predators would have hunted in packs just like wolves today. Another name is Saurophagonex maximus, and it would have been capable of taking down predators it's similar to its own size like Ceratosaurus and Allosaurus. However, some people say that Epentarius was actually a species of Allosaurus or a specimen of Allosaurus. Some people say that it's just its own genus and species. Wait. Before we continue, I would like to say thank you for giving me more than 100 subscribers. I really thank you for all of that. Also, I've been waiting for getting to 1,000 subscribers ever since, so please hit that subscribe button. Also, ring that little bell so you get notifications. Anyways, let's continue.
Comes on till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, am I high or high, I'ma rip this shit, till my bone collapse, till the roof comes on, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, am I high or high, I'ma rip this shit, till my bone collapse.
Next up is the lion of the Mongolian deserts, Tarbosaurus beitar. They were pretty big. They were the largest land carnivores during their time in Mongolia. They were up to 40 feet long, stood up to 12 feet tall, and weighed more than 5 metric tons. Until 66 million years ago, they most likely ruled the Mongolian deserts. Housing one of the strongest bites out of any prehistoric animal, they're powerful enough to take down large hadrosaurs and giant sauropods. Even though it was a vicious predator, it was most likely frightened by the Therizinosaurus because of its 1 meter long claws. The Therizinosaurus would use its 1 meter long claws to slice at the predator to scare it off. And another thing, Therizinosaurus was the tallest herbivorous theropod, especially during its time. In fact, it was so towering that it would intimidate Tarbosaurus in the first place.
Comes on till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, am I high or high, I'ma rip this shit, till my bone collapse, till the roof comes on, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, am I high or high, I'ma rip this shit, till my bone collapse.
Are you afraid of sharks? Well, this dinosaur is going to remind you of sharks. Because I introduced you to Carnivorous, probably the biggest predatory dinosaur ever to exist. They were up to 50 feet long, were 16 feet tall, and weighed 15 metric tons. They're huge predators. They were called Carnivorous because of the great white shark genus Carcharodon. Carcharodon means jagged tooth or shark tooth. Carcharodontosaurus means shark tooth lizard or lizard with shark teeth. In fact, the name fits well, as their teeth are just like shark, and they also reach up to 8 inches long. Even though very heavy, they are still fast movers. They could run up to 20 miles per hour. It lived alongside its enemy named Spinosaurus, which was more likely to be more deadly than Carcharodontosaurus.
Comes on till the lights go out, till my leg give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, am I high? I'ma rip this shit till my bone collapse, till the roof comes on, till the lights go out, till my leg give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, am I high? I'ma rip this shit till my bone collapse.
Oh, hail the king of the dinosaurs. That's right, T-Rex is taking that title. This predator was one of the biggest predators during its time. It was up to 43 feet long, stood as tall as 20 feet, and weighed more than 7 tons, or 14,000 pounds. In kilograms, that's around 6,500 kilograms. It's unknown if the males are smaller than the females, but I do know that they're one of the biggest predators ever to exist, especially on land. Out of all the land animals, especially living or extinct, it has the strongest bite out of any land animal, with a crushing force of 8 tons. It was initially thought that the king of the dinosaurs was the biggest land carnivore ever to exist, until the discovery of Spinosaurus, Gigantosaurus, and even Carcharodontosaurus. Even though having the strongest bite force, being completely heavy, and also being completely strong, it was actually pretty quick, running up to 30 miles per hour or almost 50 kilometers per hour. There was a possibility of cannibalism on tyrannosaurs. Because of the Jurassic Park and World franchise, the Tyrannosaurus Rex has become the most beloved dinosaur, and also one of the most beloved prehistoric animals, alongside woolly mammoths and the saber-toothed tigers.
Comes on till the lights go out, till my leg give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, am I high? I'ma rip this shit till my bone collapse, till the roof comes on, till the lights go out, till my leg give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, am I high? I'ma rip this shit till my bone collapse.
Actually, Spinosaurus was the smallest animal ever to exist, reaching up to 60 feet long, standing up to 24 feet tall, high off the ground, and weighing a shocking 25 tons, 24,000 kilograms. I joke you not, it's a very crazy serial killer, attacking anything that walks on land, especially Sarcosuchus, Carcharodontosaurus, and even Rugops, its vicious enemy. Think of a T-Rex with an alligator head and a fish fin, running at you with a speed of 30 miles per hour, 50 kilometers per hour, with 6-foot-long arms and massive serrated teeth. They would most likely win an award for the most dangerous dinosaur ever to exist. Because of their craziness, they lose their mind, and they don't stop hunting stuff. In fact, to show you how vicious this dinosaur was, look at T-Rex's tiny arms. Those make you laugh, right? Well then look at Spinosaurus's arms. Those arms are actually T-Rex's arms on steroids. They're as big as humans, and they slice, just like Wolverine's signature finger daggers. Lucky that this dinosaur died 90 million years ago. If you ever see this titan, there's no way you can escape. It will catch you no matter what. It is like a vicious serial killer that never gets arrested. So even though it's not at number 1 on the list, Spinosaurus still is the most deadliest dinosaur ever to exist, surpassing even T-Rex. But wait just one sec, because before we get to the gold, we had to show you just one honorable mention, and that's the Metrodon. Even though it's not a dinosaur, and it lived before the dinosaurs, it is still a reptile. but not the traditional type of reptile you would think of. It's actually a mammal reptile called a therapsid. These predators can get up to 15 feet long and stand up to 1 meter tall, and they can also stand up to 5 feet at the sail, and they can weigh more than 400 pounds. They're vicious predators in real life. They would act just like a lion, and they would behave just like crocodiles. Oh, shoot. They're one of the biggest therapsids ever to exist, and because they are reptiles, many people mistake them as dinosaurs as a tradition. But the problem is that pterosaurs aren't dinosaurs, yet they still live with dinosaurs, and the Dimetrodon isn't a dinosaur, and it lived before the dinosaur. So what is the point? Well, that's because pterosaurs, even though they're not dinosaurs, they lived alongside dinosaurs at least. But the Dimetrodon isn't a dinosaur at all. And since it's not a dinosaur, it lived before the dinosaurs. It died around 250 million years ago, so I'm just gonna leave it out as an honorable mention no matter what.
You hear it a lot, lyrics the shock. Is it a miracle or am I just product of pop? Listen up, the sizzle, my whistle, this is the plot. Listen up, you pistols for God, Slizzle does not give a fuck. Comes on, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my eyes are out. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse, till the roof comes on, till the lights go out, till my legs give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my eyes are out. I'ma rip this shit till my bones collapse.
If T-Rex and Spinosaurus are not at number 1, then who's number 1? Well, here's the answer. This is a predator related to Tyrannosaurus rex. And just like T-Rex, it was most likely a ruler during its time. This is the Gore King, otherwise known as Lythornax. Although related to T-Rex, it was actually smaller than T-Rex. They were up to 8 feet tall max, up to 20 feet long, and weighed 2.5 metric tons. But even with that size, it is still a formidable predator. It's possible that these predators hunted in packs just like wolves and hyenas, but it was most likely that these guys just hunted all alone, just like tigers. But you might be asking a question, how did these predators hunt? Well, I'm here to tell you. These predators would have hunted just like lions and tigers, using their powerful jaws to grab at the neck, and then strangulate that prey. The prey would have ranged from ceratopsians to hadrosaurs. As of right now, it's probably Lythornax that takes the cake as the most dangerous, deadliest, and most aggressive dinosaur ever known. So that's why he's taking the number 1 spot on this list. And that is all I got for this list. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, then please give it a like. Get me to 1,000 subscribers. And I'll see you guys on the next. Oh, this guy. Please don't, Ah!